the shoe fits. 1 second. Alright, Tom. Well, looking at our multi-month forecast, you can see that our model is predicting a severe cold front of monster negation, because Konami has put skill drain to 3. What? Why would you do this, Konami? This is... we don't like floodgates. Floodgates are not... I know we're supposed to start at the top of the list. I'm starting at the bottom. That's the part that pisses me off the most. They were so close. They hit Imperial Order. They looked at this trap that turned off a third of the cards in the game, and they're like, yeah, that's kind of degenerate. We shouldn't have that. Instead, we should have a card that turns off even more cards in the game. There's a lot more monster effects than there are spell effects. Spells are strong, but why would you turn off the monster effects? We need those. We need those to do the monster things. With the cards, I don't understand. Well, you know what? Here's an easy deck building tip for you. For the next couple months, you start every deck with Harpy's Feather Duster. If you weren't already doing that, you main deck the back row removal. And while you're playing some DM staples, you can go ahead and put 3 Raigeki in there if you feel like it. I mean, I'm not sure if you would. We've got Lightning Storm already, and Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and Dark Hole. But, yeah, Raigeki's at 3. Never thought I'd see the day. I mean, this does have a few advantages. You can activate it pretty much whenever you want. It doesn't have any restrictions. It hit monsters in defense position. So if you can, like, Dark Ruler no more over a Drytron field that has, like, a defense position Herald, now you can destroy it with Raigeki, whereas before you couldn't. With Lightning Storm. So there's that. Speaking of Drytron, though, they hit Ava to 0. Ava's forbidden. So, I don't think they're going to be making those big Herald boards anymore. If they are, they're not going to be as good. Personally, I really don't like that deck. At least I don't like it in the Herald version. I think they should hit Ultimateness and Perfection. That would be what I want to see. Anyway, let's quit jumping around, go back to the bottom of the list. That's the more interesting part, at least to me. And in addition to Raigeki and Skill Drain, we got Emergency Teleport at 3. So if you want to play full power Cosmo, you could do that now. This probably also helps, like, VW. This also helps, in general, like, any deck that just wants to get a Ghost Ogre out. Because Ghost Ogre can activate its effect on the field. So now you have kind of this interesting thing where you can activate the Emergency Teleport, get a Ghost Ogre out, and that might limit your opponent's interaction or give you another form of interaction. They activate a monster effect, you blow them up. It's pretty neat. I like adding that back. Skullcrobat Joker, Red Eyes, Darkness Metal Dragon, these are both back. Red Eyes got, like, an errata, so it's not as good. I don't know what the errata is, but it's there. Maybe I'll put it on the screen if I feel like it. Maybe I'll put something unrelated. I'm the master of this world. We've also got Danger Nessie back to 3, which is cool. I like the Dangers. Dangers are fun. Moving up to the semi-limited list. A Hero Lives to 2. Hero players rejoice. Fusion Destiny to 2. Hero players get angry. It's, although to be fair, no one except for hero players, and I guess me personally, really minds the Fusion Destiny. This is a very weird hit. Most of the meta decks that are playing Fusion Destiny are just going to summon it off of Verte Anaconda. So it's like the only people this hurts are, again, the hero players. And I just made a deck, the latest What a Deck. You might not have seen it because not many people watched it, unfortunately. But it's like a Fusion Turbo deck. It plays a lot of the Albaz stuff. That's sort of the branded Fusion. Just getting Fusion monsters all over the place. And it locks you into Fusion, so you can't Verte Anaconda. You have to hard draw the Fusion Destiny. And now it's slightly harder. It's like a 10% less likely that you're going to do that. So they hit my deck specifically. I'm gonna count this as a slight towards me. Nadir's Servant is also at 2. I guess there's a slight consistency to like the Shadal Dogmatica Invoked or whatever stuff. I don't really care. Salamandrate Circles to 2. Hey, Salads. And Scapegoat to 2. More DM staples coming back. Why not? We'll have a thing. I'm not sure if that'll really affect all that much. I feel like they're bringing back Sky Striker. Like, they're giving them a lot of tools that they used to use, even though they probably shouldn't. I'm kind of tired of Sky Striker, especially after Master Duel. Speaking of Master Duel, they're kind of following in some of their things, because they've got Fairy Tale Snow back to 1, as well as Destrudo. These are both, I believe, unlimited on Master Duel, and now they're here at 1. And honestly, Destrudo, alright, I don't think it's a good idea, but you could try it. Fairy Tale Snow, on the other hand, is a stank bitch, and she should remain forbidden. I don't want to have to deal with that shit. It's not once per turn. I don't think it's even once per chain. It's Book of Moon on legs that can banish stuff. So many things want to banish stuff. I don't like this. Lunalight Tiger, also back at 1. Hey, that's pretty good. I like Lunalights. We don't have to worry about Azathoth. I think that they'll be able to do that. That's a happy thing in my book. This, we're getting a little give and take, Astrograph Sorcerer back at 1. For Pendulums. Sure, why not? Monster Gate is limited, and so is Pot of Desires. And this is very weird. Desires has been around for 5 years. I don't know why they would decide to hit it now. I guess Sword Soul use it a lot. I guess they're giving them some banish tools in the course of Fairy Tale Snow, so they want to make the drawing less possible. I don't know. As for Monster Gate, I've watched a bunch of other Yugi-tubers talk about this, and the only one who even had a theory as to why this might be banned or limited is MBT, who thought it had to do something with Machina Ruin Force or Machina Ruin Force. I'm gonna call it Machina because that's just the way I do. But yeah, so that deck might have been hit because of this, but I don't honestly know. I don't know why you're here. Lyralusk, Recital Knight, they had to hit the bird deck. So I guess this makes it, I don't know, it makes it so they don't search as much, but they could still just make, Prom Thrush and still go into the F-Zero Utopic Dragon. So all this does is prevent them from searching one more bird. So slight consistency hit, but I don't think it will be a huge deal. What is a huge deal, probably, is that they hit Samorg, Bird of Sovereignty, which is another hit that feels directed at me personally. Granted, I don't know, I don't play a whole lot of meta, but I feel like, this has been around for a while. People complain that it puts out the barrier statue, it puts out the Apex Avian, but it's been doing that for a while. We've gotten used to it. You main deck Godarla. That's, at least I do. That's one thing you could do. Or you got Forbidden Droplets. You got a bunch of ways to deal with this. Infinite Impermanence, yada yada. It seems weird to hit it now when I'm working on a Samorg deck, like a pure Samorg deck. Samorg is getting some new support in the next set, the one that's coming out February 14th. But February 7th is when this goes into to play. So we're never going to be able to play the new Samorg support with the Samorg link. Once again, an archetype card being hit for sins that it is not committing. I don't care though. The last What a Deck is going to have Samorg in it, and I'm playing the link, baby. This link's going to be in there. You can't stop me. I play online. I don't care about no judge, no tournament. You can get that out of here. And I think that's everything. Oh, Arch Nemesis Protoss. They hit that. I think it's good in Sword Soul. I don't like it anyway, but it's it could stop you from summoning all the dark monsters, and if you play a dark deck, you probably want to summon dark monsters. Once again, good job, Konami. You hit a floodgate. Why is Skill Drain here? I don't understand anything. This world is so crazy. I'm just gonna go get a sandwich. I'm gonna go play Master Duel.